show you how to cut wood. We will go over everything that you need. 4 cedar fence boards, approximately 45 inches of scrap or 1x2 miter saw or a circular saw or a table saw. A tape measure, wood glue, an 18 gauge brad nailer. It's 3/4 inch brad nails and 1 1/4 inch. A sander of some kind. You can do it by hand if you choose, but this is my go-to, an orbital sander. A paintbrush or sprayer. This was 4 fence boards. So we've got all of our pieces here, and we're gonna start with the box. The ends go on the outside for these measurements. And I am going to use glue and brad nails. You can use glue and brad nails. You can use glue and screws. If you use screws, you're gonna definitely want to drill some pilot holes. So we've got a box. We are going to put the legs on, the front and back. I'm gonna use just a scrap piece as a spacer. And if I've got it flush here at the bottom, and I set this right here, this is where I'm gonna glue and brad nail it. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Starting to look like a bench. Got the legs on, and now we need the scrap pieces to put in here to set the bottoms on. So, and I do use scraps for this, so as long as they are the same thickness, you're fine. You can use a 1x2 so that you don't have to rip a piece of wood. So, you know, they're the same thickness so that the bottom pieces lay flat. These will just go along the bottom on both sides. So, just like this. And here, glue and nail. I think since it's already laying on its back, we'll go ahead and just put these back slats on. Now, there's no scientific way. You just want them to be evenly spaced. So for the arms, we're gonna put some glue here on the top of the arm, here on the back of the armrest. Attach it. If you don't have a level, just eye it. And then we'll nail it here and here. Last step. So I cut the pieces to fit perfectly in here, and I will slide them in after we get it all finished. There's no need to finish these boards. They're gonna be covered with soil and plants. Looks like a little bench to me. So here's where I would stop and fill the nail holes, prep it for stain or paint, or a clear finish. Just anything to protect it from the sun. This is made for a beginner so that you don't have to rip any boards the long way. They're all just straight cuts on a miter saw or a circular saw. I have found that I like to add another board right here. So it looks a little more like a bench here, but this one allows it to be a little deeper because the box is taller. So if you've got plants that require a deeper root system, you can always rip a board and put it here and here. Once you've got your bench painted, finished, however you want to get it finished, throw the bottom pieces in and fill it with a plant.